I got another video for y'all. This Queen's Court season 2, episode 7. Let's get into it. So, Charles ended up going home after he told Lisa Ray he loved her, and she brought something out of his soul. You love her? I didn't even care about that little soul shit, but you love her? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, but at least I can't ever complain about niggas wearing their heart on their sleeve. It can't be me. It won't be me. But to the niggas that do wear their heart on their sleeve and they catch feelings fast and they end up loving, as Charles would like to say, hey, props to y'all niggas. Excuse me. It's time for the kings to meet the women's family. The kings to meet the queen's families. Excuse me. When Zeus and Tracy meet London's family, Zeus gives her a crystallized stone of someone in her family. I can't remember who it is. Someone in her family that ended up passing. So that's a very thoughtful gift of Zeus. And it not only touched London, it ended up touching the whole family. So very good impression from him. And especially on the first impression of her people meeting you. Very thoughtful and very, very creative. It's always... Not to knock flowers, because, flowers is always good. I'm sure women will always take flowers, but it's like, this shows, like, that you're listening and that, you're trying to be different and you're trying to be creative. It's easy to come. And that's also not a knock on Tracy. I don't want y'all to think I'm knocking Tracy. I'm just saying, like, it's easy to get the beer and flower, chocolate turtle, combo. You get what I'm saying? But when you come with different shit, it shows, not only is you creative, you're thinking outside the box and you're listening. Lisa Ray invited Booker and David to meet her cousin, the Brat, which I didn't know the Brat was her cousin. But you learn something new every day. So that means Jermaine Dupri, her cousin too. That shit crazy. Small world. Glad. Small world. Small world. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But like I told y'all before, I only knew Lisa Ray from a couple movies, so I wasn't too familiar with her. Of course, the Brat. I told y'all from the A, so of course I know who the Brat is. Jermaine Dupri and... So deaf and whatnot. Of course I know who they are, but her daughter that we met earlier on the season, and I think her sister, Lisa Ray's sister, met her as well. So when it's time to meet K. Michelle people, Nasha's having a call and was like, he was away from K. Michelle people or whatever, and Dre and Ben was sitting with her. And they was like, oh, where's Nosh? And they was like, oh, well, Dre was like, he handling some business. And Nosh, I feel like Nosh don't know the time and place. Like, he did this with the flowers at K. Michelle listening party. Like, you literally could have, called work back or whoever he was on the phone with. You know what I'm saying? You could have missed that call or called him back. Look, she was work. He couldn't have missed the call. But it's like, bruh, Nosh has times where he is... caught up in work and he can't be at the group dates or he can't be at the one-on-ones or he can't be, you know what I'm saying? He can't be at the dinners. He can't be at the house or the events. And it's like, hey, we all have lives outside of here. I understand. But my thing is like, if you knew that this could potentially take you away from this experience, why did you even want to do this experience? You know what I'm saying? The first impression that you're meeting, her peoples, you late. Like, and I know he apologized for it. He came back with grace and the manners. So, he showed some sort of class, but it's just like, you just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So that was what it was. They ended up liking him. Nosh is a cool dude. That's why I said aside. If the work is what's holding him back. That's it. If he can figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying, get his work shit to where it don't interfere with what he got going on here, then he might actually be first place in K. Michelle books. So the work is what's really holding him back, to be real with you. Yeah, and I think even when he came, I forgot he said that shit. I just thought about that because it's like he said something, but what he said, I forgot. But even when he came to meet her family, he was like, I wasn't even done with the meeting. I just lied to them and told, like, bro, if you got to do all that, I just lied to them and told them it was emergency or told them I had to be somewhere. Like the call wasn't over. It's like, bro, why would you even want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would you even want to put yourself in in that type of situation. But whatever. So at the end of the men meeting the Queen's family, people, I said they Queen's family people. Meeting the Queen's family, meeting their people, they'll decide for one of the kings to go on a date with them. So for K. Michelle, they were going to choose Nosh, of course, but since he was late and that was disrespectful, they couldn't do that. So they chose Ben, which I rock with Ben. Y'all know I have no issue with Ben. The only thing I didn't like was his interracial answer, where they asked him, like, you know, how do you think it'll be being an interracial couple in today's society? And he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, he gives the classic white man, white woman answer where they're like, we don't see race. And it's like, the answer to the problem isn't ignoring it. You know what I'm saying? We don't see color. We don't see race. Like, I don't like that. You have to acknowledge it, because it's just like if you have a kid, if you have a child, and of course it's a half and half, but it is a black child, whether black boy, black girl. So they're going into this world looked at as a black child, and having to go through, you know, what we go through in everyday life as black people. You can't sit up here and tell them, oh, it'll work out if you don't see race. Like, that's just stupid. That's ignoring the problem, because everybody else around you see race. These store owners that sit and follow you aisle through aisle thinking that you finna steal something. Meanwhile, the white girl, yo, don't make me tell y'all that story. Did I tell y'all that story? I could literally just sit on here and tell y'all stories for hours. That shit was so crazy. Nigga, first off, I was in Target. Now, this ain't the first time this happened. This happened multiple times. I've dealt with racism literally all my life. Like, if I told y'all all the stories, we would be here for a full 24. Like, just on this bitch, just telling times where racist shit happened to me and lame, dumb, discriminatory shit happened to me. But, nigga, we was at... This shit was slick funny, because it was so funny to me. I was at Target, and as soon as I walked through the door, bitch sitting here eyeing me. I'm like, I mean, it is what it is. You probably like what you see. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I think I'm a lady. I'm thinking I'm a ladies man. Whole time that bitch racist, but I'm over here thinking I'm a ladies man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bitch want to bite. You know, you're not the first, baby. Come on. You're not the first, baby. Come on. But yeah, nigga, she eyed me as soon as I walked through the door. I ain't thinking about it. I'm just in there. I forgot what I was in there to get. I think because Target got some okay graphic tees. Like Target and TJ Maxx. You can slick get some graphic tees for the cheap. But I like TJ Maxx better because niggas is too prideful to go to TJ Maxx. Everybody could say they went to Target. That Boys in the Hood shirt everybody got? Yeah. They got that bitch from Target, nigga. Everybody feel confident. That Prince shirt, God, hey, they ran that Prince shirt to the ground. I don't even know if they got them bitches in stock no more, fam. Them Prince shirts, everybody got that shit from Target. Whole time, ain't nobody know who the fuck Prince was, but they see somebody else wearing a shirt. I'm like, y'all, weird as fuck. But whatever. Nigga, I'm walking through there. And I noticed, like, the first time she ended up on my aisle, I think she thought I was faced the other direction. So she popped up on that aisle. And I didn't think about it. I'm like, okay, maybe she's stocking up. She doing whatever. I'm like, fuck it. Excuse me. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So I keep continuing to go to, like, a couple aisles over, whatever. I was like, hold on, let's go to the gaming section. Like, I ain't seen no new games, whatever. I go to the games, which is funny because the games is locked up. Nigga, she ended up over there in the games. I'm like, well, I don't know her job. I don't know what her responsibilities require. So I can't really, I'll just chalk it up to a coinky dink for the second time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't too much stressing, whatever. Nigga, now I go to the food aisle. And I see, and I turn. I didn't even see her at first because she had walked up behind me and faced the opposite direction I was faced the opposite direction as she came. So when I turned the corner, I seen her. And then I did a loop around two other aisles and just stood and waited for her. I was like, if she come in this aisle for a fact. Of course, she came in that aisle. I'm like, bro, this bitch think I'm stealing. Which was crazy because I had walked by... I walked by two white girls that was sitting over there trying to pocket. They was actually stealing. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were stealing. But they was sitting over there. And it's so funny. They don't even know how to steal. Have I stole before? Allegedly, yes. From Target, no. And keep in mind, I said allegedly. But they don't even know how to steal, nigga. They was in that bitch looking around, looking all suspicious. Like, if she If the lady who was following me and chasing me around, if she took a second to look at them white women, she would know them bitches was stealing. Like, what the fuck? And then it was crazy because by the time I knew that she was following me, like, I seen her, I looked at her awkwardly, and then now she walked off. Like, I hate that it had to take me to actually acknowledge you, even though I already acknowledged you, but I didn't look you in your eyes like, bitch, what are you doing? It didn't even have to take all that. But after I did that, then she fucking scurried off somewhere. I don't know where the fuck she went, but whatever. And it was funny because, like, by the time I looped back around to the bike girls, nigga, them bitches was still stealing. I'm like, hey, that purse better be full. What the fuck? Nigga, I'm sitting over here getting used as a distraction. Nigga, we playing cat and mouse. Nigga, y'all better have everything in that bitch. Nigga, on God. Nigga, I went over to them hoes still looking side to side. I'm like, oh, hell no. Nah. Nigga, I put up on them. I said, y'all bitches is stealing? She said, don't tell anybody. Like, bro, y'all, you got a Louis bag. What the fuck is you stealing from? Oh my God, is that Prada? Like, what are you stealing for? Like, yeah, I'm doing this shit, nigga. My pockets is thin, nigga. My check come back a little bit light, nigga. I'm in here. Yeah, I'm this motherfucker doing this shit for fun, nigga. I'm doing this shit off the need to. Not at that time, but I'm thinking like, what the fuck? That shit was weird. But yeah, to bring this all back into the overarching point or whatever, the whole, oh, I don't see race thing is just, it's not the way to go about it. Police see race and they will discriminate against you. Store owners see race. Restaurant owners see like, we live in a world where people aren't going to have that same mentality and can't ignore it. And if you're going to raise a child or even be a couple, you're going to have to acknowledge that some bullshit is going to happen to your black spouse, whether that be black husband or black wife. So I just didn't like Ben's answer to that. But I do, like I said, I rock with Ben. Ben's chill, laid back dude. He's not funny to me. Cameron Show's like, oh, you're so funny, Ben. Like, he's not funny to me. But he's a chill dude, but he's not funny to me. I don't think nobody's funny. I don't even think I'm funny, but that's a topic for another day. I just be laughing at myself. And then for Lisa Ray, her people end up choosing David because they don't think Booker is fun. And London's people choose Tracy. Which Booker, of course, is like, nobody has ever had to ask me if I'm not fun. That has never been a question. I'm like, Booker, we've literally never seen your fun side. We've just seen you be a smooth guy. And to be real with you, I don't even see that. I just, I'm glad the chemistry is what it is with you and Lisa Ray, but you don't even catch me as a smooth guy, to be real with you. But I ain't even gonna sit up here and diss the nigga. So when they get back to the house, Zeus brings up the fact that he found out on London's family date that Tracy ended up kissing her. So he was like, I didn't want to find out that way that you kissed him. And he was joking, but of course that nigga was serious. So he talked for a minute with London, and then they ended up kissing. That nigga was happy as fuck in his confessional, like, go on your little weak-ass date, Tracy. Go on your little weak-ass date. It don't matter. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, nigga feeling himself, whatever. So in the end, I forgot what it was. I don't think they was at the elimination dinner, but David was talking to Lisa Ray, and I think he had pulled her away from Booker. And Booker was around the guys. He was like, man, I'm not going to be like, pick me. I'm not going to be a little groupie. And I'm like, see, I hate when niggas do this. Like, and I'm not, I wouldn't say that Dave is a groupie. I'm just saying, like, he's always making that effort to talk to her. I'm like, the thing is, my nigga, you don't have to play fair. That's my thing. Like, me personally, I'm not going to be all up a woman's ass. Even if I really like her, I'm probably not going to be all up her ass. Like, I'm not going to, that's just not me. But if there is a nigga that's all up in her ass and she feeling that, or she going with that, I can't say, oh, this nigga, you gonna fanboy over her, you gonna be all, because I didn't want to do that. If I did that, maybe I would have the same outcome, but I didn't do that. And I'm okay with not doing that. And I'm okay with whatever outcome comes with me not wanting to do that. But it's like these niggas will act so laid back and, oh, I'm going to let her talk to him and I'm going to let her do A, B, C, and D. And then she start doing that shit. And then you niggas be like, man, see, dude, that's lame shit. And these niggas lame. And it's like, bruh, you don't have to play fair. Y'all be the niggas who get up when other niggas is there and be like, oh, I'm going to allow you to talk to this nigga. Fuck this nigga. What the fuck? This nigga better get in where he fit in, nigga. Like, I'm not playing fair. Oh, he haven't got an opportunity to meet her, talk to her, so I'm gonna give him this opportunity. No, nigga, closed mouths don't get fed. You better speak up and say you want to talk to her. The fuck? That's why I said you ain't gotta play fair. Y'all niggas just choose to. Oh, can I pull her? No, you can't. I'm not finished. But I will come and get you when you can. The fuck, nigga? I'm that type nigga. Like, what? Y'all act as if y'all have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's not being a gentleman. Okay. But you call it what you want. You said that's not being a gentleman. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say, bro. But at the end of the day, like I said, you don't gotta play fair. But like I said, yeah, that's the end of this one. I think that's how it ended with Zeus in his confessional, like, oh, I don't know who to put money on because Booker's a cool cat and Dave is a cool cat. I was like, I don't like either of these niggas. I'm not going to say I don't like them. I'm just like, if I had to bet, I'm not going to bet on either of them niggas. But anyway, definitely like, subscribe, share, cash, your friends are good.